Good afternoon, students. Let's break the chain of transmission in this crucial, critical corona crisis. The fight is on. India can fight back. Stay at home. Be protected. Doctors out there are working 24 by 7 to protect us. We need to stay at home for them. Social distancing is the only answer in these difficult days. Avail the Simage online classes. Today we are discussing Ode to a Nightingale by John Keats. John Keats. You see a picture of John Keats. He died very young, a very sad person. And Ode to a Nightingale is a beautiful poetry written by him. In this picture you see John Keats looking at the bird, the nightingale, who he says that they are the winged birds or the female spirits who live on trees to make us happy, to heal us. So in the first two lines he says, "My heart aches and a drowsy numbness pains my sense as though of hemlock I had drunk. My heart aches and a drowsy numbness pains my senses as though of hemlock I had drunk." Now the speaker is saying that he is feeling the hurt. His heart is feeling that hurt as if he has just drunken poison or a bitter medicine, which you can say. The ache in his heart almost sounds pleasurable. The way he describes it, like when you hear a sad song, you really love that song. That just pierces your heart. You feel good listening to it. You rewind and you listen to it again and again, and you feel good. Though the song is sad, but then you are enjoying it. Lines 3 and 4. Or emptied some dull opiate to the drains. 1 minute passed, and late ward had sung. Now, Keats is using a lot of Greek words. Letwar is a river of forgetfulness. Like if you're very sad, you sink in that river and you forget all your pain, you forget all your hurt. So he feels that he has drowned himself or he has sunk in a river, the Letwar, which is the river of forgetfulness, and you forget all your pain once you are there. He is not dying, after all, and he tries another approach to explain how he is really feeling. He feels as though he has drunk some powerful drug or maybe a painkiller that causes him to sink into a kind of forgetfulness. So again, you see in Greek mythology, Lethe was a river in Hades, the underworld, that made people forget all their memories if they drank from it. I wish we had that here. So whoever was feeling a little sad, he can sink in that ward and in that river and feel the pain. Like we feel that you can forget all your wash away all your sins if you bathe in the river Ganga. How true is that you have to understand. Lines 5 and 6. "'Tis not through envy of thy happy lot, but being too happy is thine happiness." Now the poet is saying that he is not envious of those nightingales singing, those happy lot. These birds, they are always happy and they are singing together and in groups or sometimes even alone. They sing full-throated and loudly and they seem very happy. You sing when you're happy, you sing when you're sad, but then here they are always happy and they're always singing. And the poet is saying that he is not envious, he is not jealous, but he would like to be happy in their happiness. So I'm reading the lines again. 'Tis not through envy of thy happy lot, but being too happy in thine happiness. He wants to clarify that the pain he feels is not because he is jealous of the bird's happiness. Instead, he is excessively happy for the bird's happiness. Who doesn't want to be happy? Well, everybody. Line 7 and 10. That thou light-winged dryads of the trees in some melodious plot. Now, dryad again is the female spirits sent by God, and they sing to bring to heal the world and to bring happiness to mankind. In some melodious plot, just imagine that the birds singing are very melodious. The song is beautiful, and the notes always right. Very melodious. The plot, the theme, the tone, it's all very beautiful. Of beechen green and shadows numberless, singest of summer in full-throated ease. Now they sing of the summer, they sing of everything which is beautiful, and shadowless, numberless numbers, singest of summer in full-throated ease. It means they're singing round the clock and all the time. And why is the nightingale so happy? Because it gets to sit on trees, beechen green trees all day and sing about summertime. And in Greek mythology, a dryad is a nymph or a female spirit that lives in the trees. Now, I would like to tell you here that when Keats was sad when his brother died, he had gone to his friend's place just to forget his sadness and be with his friends in his friend's company, to be a little to distract his mind of the sorrow which he was going through. And what he feels that now, even while he was sitting over there, nothing can really make him happy. But then he was sitting outside on a bench and listening to in the afternoon, and listening to the birds, the nightingale singing. The nightingale is not a large bird. It's a small bird, and it can fly, which seems like enough grounds to call it light-winged. The light-winged, they are very light, they are very small, they can flutter about here and there and wherever they want to, like in whenever they want to, wherever they want to. Lines 11 to 12. Oh, for a drought of vintage that hath been cooled along age in the deep delved earth. Now the author, he's really involved in this nightingale song. And suddenly he wants some wine which has been cooled in the earth long in the earth, because he wants something, a wine which has been cooled in the earth for a long time. The speaker longs for a drink of wine or some other spirit that has been kept cooled deep in the earth. Vintage wine is made from the grapes from the same harvest. So he is longing for a drink which he might feel a little happier. And good wine needs to be kept cool, which is why people often store it in the cellars. What are cellars? They are wooden barrels. They are kept underground. According to Keats, the earth is like a giant wine cellar. Well, that is what Keats feels that. And later in the poetry, he says that he doesn't even need that anymore. He doesn't need anything, and he just wants to fly away with a nightingale, which you are going to look into in some later lines. Lines 13 and 14. Tasting of flora and the country green, dance and provincial song and sunburnt mirth. Now, here he is describing what kind of wine he wants to have. Deep down, from under the earth. If you drink wine out of the earth, it's no surprise that it might taste like flowers and plants. Not only does the earth's wine taste like flowers, but it also tastes like dancing song and the happiness, sunburnt mirth. It means the people on that field. They were dancing and the singing. Happy people generate happiness. So naturally, the vine underneath the ground will be tasting of happiness also. So that vine has a lot of things. It has flora, it has flowers, it has plants, and it has a lot of happiness. That's why the poet would like to have that drink so that he can feel the healing which will be coming from the happiness within. Lines 15 and 16. Oh, for a beaker full of warm south, full of true, the blushful Hipposerene. Now the blushful Hipposerene, the speaker wants to stick the south of France. He would like to go to France and stay there, or just the south in general, into a bottle of beaker, the gulp and gulp the whole thing down. Stay south and to drink the whole glass to the last drop. Hipposerene is the fountain of the Muses. Again, Muses is a Greek word for goddess. Like we have Saraswati Ma, they have the Muses, and Hipposerene, a fountain, the fountain which comes from the gods. And the group blushful because they were they 8 in numbers and they were red women. The women wearing red. So when you blush, your face becomes red. So a blushful Hipposerene, the poet is looking at the Muses, at the gods, praying to the god to inspire him a little more. And from this fountain, which the Muses generate to inspire struggling poets, so he wants to drink something that will make him a great poet, and that will get him drunk too. The liquid from the Hipposerene is blushful because it is reddish and the color of both wine and the blush is also red. So this is the fountain from the gods, and which is coming from straight from the gods, and this whoever drinks it or whoever tastes it, they are he or she is inspired. And for a budding poets, like if you are new into writing, you can write a little more after you are done with the blushful Hipposerene, which is the fountain of the gods, the Muses they call it. They say they are 8 in numbers and they all wear red clothes, and like our Saraswati Ma, she wears white, but then Greek, it's all about red. Line 17 and 18. With beaded bubbles winking at the brim and purple stained mouth. Like the poet is saying, if you drink something which is purple in color, your lips will be stained, colored. In delicious detail, the speaker described the delicious details. The details are to the fullest, the complete detail. The speaker describes the appearance of the wine. It has little bubbles at that burst of a wink, and these bubbles at the top of the glass, it shines and it winks like eyes at the brim of the cup, like little eyes, like they're winking, the bubbles on the top of the glass. It also stains your mouth purple when you drink it, like any strong red wine will do. Lines 19 and 20. That I might drink and leave the world unseen, and with thee fade away into the forest dim. The speaker wants to drink it and leave the world unseen. When nobody is watching, then he would like to leave the world and with thee fade away into the forest. And he's talking to the nightingale, that I would like to leave this world and come along with you to the forest, to wherever you're going. The speaker sums up his intentions. The speaker tells the nightingale about what he's thinking, but about what he is really wanting. In these 2 final lines of the stanza, he wants to get drunk on the magical wine so that he can leave the world without anyone noticing and just fade into the dark forest with the nightingale. So very depressing feeling that I would like to die alone in the dark forest, in the jungle, where nobody is there to watch. A lot of negativities about the poet, and his sad these sad lines come out from him. It shows off his sadness that he doesn't want, he doesn't like this world, and somehow maybe he was aware of that his death is approaching soon, and all the time he's talking about the death and the darkness and the darkling, and he's coined a new word for darkness, like darkling, and he's always been fond of the darkling, where nobody can see him, and he can feel a lot of he can be with himself in the dark world. So this is all for today, and we'll come back tomorrow again with lines 21 and 22. Though it's a large poetry, you need to know the lines in details, and if you have any queries, please get in touch, and stay connected, and stay safe, and stay secure, and stay at home, and don't venture out, and stay with us. Thank you.